Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube video. Here we host GBHL Damian, and this is my hobby vlog number 10, I believe. And yeah, it is currently Monday evening at 11, so the odds of this being up online tonight are pretty slim, but I think I'll get it uploaded overnight and it'll be there for you on Tuesday morning. So sorry it's a bit late. It's a bit late because I just had to finish these guys off to make sure I was up to the stage where I told you I would be. And yes, the good news is both Thor and Barlin are finished as promised. So let's have a look at them now. There is Thor. So Thor is now completely finished. I know it's a bit hard to tell with the light because it's kind of reflecting off all the gold, but you can hopefully see in there. He hasn't had too much done to him paint wise since you last saw him, but his beard and hair has all had like another highlight. Here he is, detail on the shield. Really chuffed with this guy. He now has a base, and this is the first model I have finished in 3 months. So this has been a very long time coming. I started him at the end of October, but various things have got in the way, and so it feels really, really fantastic to actually get a model done. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Here, let's keep him there. And I'm pretty chuffed with him. Lovely, lovely model. Highly recommend anyone who's slightly interested to go out and bite the bullet and pick this guy up because he is fantastic. There we go. So there's Thor, and he has with him young Barlin. There we see. So as hoped, I managed to get him done as well. Come on, focus. There he is. A young Barlin, and he had a lot more work done on him this week with various highlights that he needed. And he's in a lot of brown, which I found a bit dull to paint to begin with, but I did just add a little trim of red on his belt just as a hint towards his kind of red clothing from later on. I still gave him grey hair. I figured that even if you go and watch the prologue, he still looks quite old even then. And he's obviously got the Durin's axe that I converted, that I probably explained to you a while back in the hobby vlog, was so that I could use this guy as Barlin's son of Fundin with a kind of Erebor aesthetic if needs be. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how he came out in the end. I don't think he's as good as Thor, but it's another good one to get under the belt, so to speak. So yeah, great to get him done. And if you like seeing these guys, and you like seeing them up close, then they will be coming to war with me this weekend at Mansfield in the doubles tournament. They will both be in the army, hopefully alongside this guy. And again, as promised, I said I'd try and make a start on Thorin, and I have. So he has been base shaded, and I've started kind of working up his highlights. Some bits obviously far more finished than others. I'm working on his face. I've been struggling with it a fair bit, not quite getting the colours I want. His eyes are done, hopefully you can see in there. But yeah, I'm kind of working it up at the moment. I'm hopeful that I can get this guy finished for the weekend, but I don't want to rush it. I have painted him before as part of my mounted Thorin conversion, and I think I'm keeping him next to me because this was a kind of good inspiration, because I was pretty pleased with him when I did him last time. So I'm kind of trying to match these colours and match this kind of effect I created, particularly in the tunic. And so far with limited success, I'm going to keep plugging away at him. So yeah, Thorin's well on the way. Needs a fair bit more work, but it's good to be getting there. And hopefully he will be joining his granddad and his mate next weekend. One guy who won't be joining him, quite frustratingly, is this guy, Dwalin. Dwalin, as you can see, is still pretty white and doesn't have a snowball's hope in hell chance of making it to the tournament. So quite annoyingly for me and Billy, we're going to have Dwalin as Thorin's company Dwalin, which is a bit of a shame, but because it will ruin the aesthetic ever so much. But can't be helped. So yes, that's what I've been up to this week. Hopefully when you see me next week, Thorin will be finished, and before long I'll be able to start working on that elf project. And because I'm going to be working on that elf project pretty soon, I've been working on something else which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so now I wanted to show you something else I've been working on just whilst I've been doing the base on those dwarfs, which is 4 Bretonnian archers. What the hell is this? These are some classic Bretonnian archers, and funnily enough, I'm not painting these up for Bretonian Army, but if you look, they're all kind of gold or bronze and different versions of gold. And the reason for this is, as you know, the next kind of army I'm doing is going to be my Mirkwood Elf Army, which will be what I'll be doing after I finish those dwarfs at long last. And that involves a lot of gold to paint as a troop colour, rather than a one-off experimental technique the way I did Thror. So I need to figure out how I'm going to paint my gold. So what I've done is just grabbed 4 battered old models. They were just sitting in a box somewhere. I've owned these for about 20 years, and obviously nothing's going to ever get done with them. And I'm trying out different colour schemes. What I've done, if you notice on the bottom of the base, you should see that each one has got, let's see if I can get some light on that, there's a 1 there, and this one has 2 little brown stripes, 3 little brown stripes, and 4 little brown stripes. And that correlates to 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what I've done is scribbled down the different colours. So Balthazar Gold, Gehenna's Gold, and Oricama Gold was the base coat. And I've got the shade there, Agrix Earth Shade, Ogren Flesh on the bottom, Nulnul on the top, Agrix Earth Shade on the top half, Nulnul on the bottom. So you can see on some of them, I don't know how well this will come up, that's had Agrix Earth Shade shaded at the top, where it looks a bit browner, and Nulnul at the bottom, where it looks a bit darker. Just to try out the different colours and see how they all look. I have a little go at highlighting up a few next, just to try and come up with a kind of gold scheme that I like, so that when I actually get around to painting the elves, I've already got my colour scheme all sorted out, and I know how I want to do it, and I know that it'll look pretty effective. So yeah, that's just been something I've been knocking out very quickly, very roughly, when I've had a few spare minutes. I'll probably keep doing that throughout the rest of the week as I'm trying to finish off Thorin. So yeah, I thought that was something else a bit interesting. Still, that's where I've got up to. Thor and Balin done, Thorin's come along, and Dwalin's not been touched, and I've been trying to work out some gold colour schemes. That has been my hobbying for this week. Probably not going to be all that much this week, as I'm off to a tournament at the weekend, so I've really only got off to, it's Monday night tonight, I've got Tuesday night, Wednesday night and Thursday night. After that, all weekend I'm going to be occupied at the tournament. So hopefully when I come back with a hobby blog, maybe next Monday or Tuesday, you should see Thorin finished, but I wouldn't expect much more than that. But maybe there'll be a bit more work done on these golden colours here, and I would have settled on my golden colour scheme with any luck. Anyway, I hope you found that mildly interesting. As ever, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Support your hobby and happy strategy battle gaming.